There you have it. Onion soup. You put a little dill on the top, and look how beautiful that is.
Bon soleil, bon appétit. Oh my gosh. I'm making my famous French onion soup. Most requested item, I think, from folks to me. So I did the beef stock separately, so a separate video. So that's crucial to doing a good French onion soup. It's time consuming, but I have a special recipe that's geared, that stock is geared specifically for French onion soup, and it is absolutely incredible. Please try it. See my description for a link. But if you don't have time, you're in a pinch, and you get that beef stock from the store, you can use that. Just season it well, okay? All right, so no sodium though. They put enough sodium in it. All right, so let me introduce you to my ingredients. It's very simple. I have 2 pounds of onions that I peeled and halved. I have 2 ounces of non-salted butter. I have like 5 garlic cloves peeled, which I'm gonna crush. I have 1/3 of a cup of general purpose flour. I have some spring thymes. This is silver, but whatever you want to use. And I got a bay leaf. This is a fresh bay leaf, but dried's fine too. I got some dry Chardonnay, very dry, and some vermouth. I got my beef stock, of course, and that's it. Now, the first step is you're going to need to slice these onions thinly. Easiest way to do that many onions, 2 pounds, is use a food processor. If you don't have a food processor and you have a Madeleine, go for it. If you don't have a Madeleine, use a knife, but yeah, it'll take some time and some tears. All right, so what did I do with my, oh, there it is. Let's get going. I'm just gonna, look how quick this goes. No time at all. Don't worry, I'll edit this so you don't have to watch my videos. All right. You need a heavy cast iron pan, or a heavy pan. It doesn't have to be cast iron, but heavier the better. So we're going to take our butter, turn on the heat. There we go. Sometimes it needs oxygen, huh? All right, so we're going to drop the butter in there. We're going to melt that butter, and then we'll be back because that's going to take a minute. Okay, my butter is melting. Lower the heat all the way. And I'm going to drop my onions in there. Wood spoon is the easiest, by the way. Seems like the metal sticks to the onion a lot more difficult. There we go. Now, you're gonna toss that into that butter that you melted. Stir that till all your onions are coated. I'll take a second. There we go. All right. And a few tears might come out. So we're going to lower the heat. Not to the lowest, but just almost to the lowest. And tears. We'll be back. Stir it occasionally, 25 minutes. And yeah. 25, 30 minutes. What you want is the onions to become translucent, brownish, goldish, like a golden color, almost to the point where it's about to caramelize. And that's when you're ready. That's when you're done. So we'll be back shortly.
All right. So look at that color. That's that golden color that we're looking for. Right? Beautiful. Yeah, I just temporarily turned off the heat because I need to adjust the camera. Anyways, put it back on, all the way to low now. And I'm patting down. And now I'm ready to add my garlic. Now I diced this garlic finely. And you know, the garlic, how much garlic you want to put in there, that's really how much you like garlic. Now my stock has garlic in it, but in the winter, oh my God, I love garlic in my French onion soup. Yes, I do have French onion soup. Late spring. Don't tell anybody. I love it so much. I love onions. They make me cry, but I love them. All right. I put that garlic in, tossed it in there. Now I'm going to take my flour and I'm going to tap it. See how I'm doing that? Now I'm going to mix it. Once that you don't see any white powder, like that, I'm going to tap it some more. And do the same thing. Take your time. And can you see this? Because it is gorgeous. You see how it's, yeah, it is gorgeous. So I'm tossing this till I don't see any white powder from the flour. And then adding some more. But you gotta constantly stir. You gotta, oh my God. This is so good. So you're asking why I spent so much time in French onion soup. It is one of my favorite soups. Actually, it is my favorite soup. It's not my top 5. It is my number 1. All right. Now drop the rest of the flour and toss that. Toss it. You're going to do this about 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, maybe 2. Really, just look at it. And when it's mixed in there properly, now you're ready for the magic. So we're going to add the wine, and it's about a cup. Let me see that. A little more. You know, I could tell by a bottle where a little bit more. There we go. Okay. And then I'm going to mix that in. Ça c'est bon. This is going to be good. Oh yes, look at that. Oh. So if you've never tried my onion soup, it's going to change your life. It is so good. It is really, really, really good. All right, so I put my wine. Oh, I'm bringing my beef stock, which you must watch. And before I do that, I'm going to add a little dried vermouth. And I'm just really a good, like maybe a quarter cup. Oh, there we go. And that's just going to add some more flavor. Look how it's becoming so creamy. All right. Look at that. Okay. I'm loving this. I am loving this. All right, now the beef stock that I worked so hard on, that I've perfected over 30 years, just for French onion soup. Now listen, if you're a vegetarian, this is not for you, I'm making it. But I have a dear friend that's a vegetarian, and I made a vegetable roasted stock for her, well, for us, because it was, all of us eating there, which turned out really nice. And notice I'm just, yeah, okay. Look at that. Now, leave your spoon in there until it heats up, or else everything sticks to it. But look at that color already. It's beautiful. This is good stuff. And I challenge you to try it. It's a little bit of work, but it is really good. And if you don't think so, put a comment. I dare you. All right, where's the thing so I can temporarily hold this? Okay, I'm sorry. I forgot to mention, you gotta bring this to a boil. So turn up the heat. Don't go crazy with the heat. Medium high, you can go medium high, that's fine. But you gotta be gentle and kind to your onion soup. And she will be kind to you. Look at that. Right. So you might ask yourself, where did I learn how to make all these recipes? Well, I love to cook. And I was blessed that I was born in France. My parents are French. I moved to Puerto Rico when I was just a kid, 2 years old. Lived there for 10 years. Moved to Chicago for 4 years. Then moved to New York for 2 years. Then joined the Navy. And I was forced to cook because my mother wouldn't cook for me. She wasn't there, I was in the Navy. And that's where my culinary exploration started. I've traveled all over the world. And the number one thing I do in each country is I ask a local, what's great to eat here? And one awesome thing about any culture, any country, what brings all people together is food. It really is. I wish we could remember that. I know we're going through some crazy times, but food can bring anybody together. And wow, how delicious is that? Bonne soirée. We'll be back when this comes to a boil. And that's going to take a few minutes. And once it does, I'll show you the next step to deliciousness.
So we got a boil. I'm going to drop my thyme. Actually, I think I'm just going to... Sometimes I like to just... And this is laziness. I just like to make a little knot over my thyme and the bay leaf. So it's just easier to pull out later. And just a simple knot is fine. You can do a butcher's knot, but you don't need that. Okay, so you got to be kind of quick because you don't want to boil that too long. So lower the heat
Drop that in there, that thyme and the bay leaf. Where's my cover? Yeah, it's all the way down. So it's simmering now. And I'm going to cover it. Set your timer for 30 minutes. And yeah, you can take a break here. Have a glass of wine. Go relax. 30 minutes later, you come back, and yeah, the soup is ready. Seriously, it's ready. You just gotta get your bread ready, have your cheese handy, and I'll show you a couple tips on how to serve it, and I'll even share with you how the French actually serve it. They don't just put the bread and the cheese. Well, they do, but some places add a little extra. And I'm going to share that with you. I'm not going to do it tonight, but I'm going to share you what they do. So we'll be back. Okay. Oh my gosh. Let's turn off the heat. It's been 25 minutes. Oh, we've been storing that covered. I'm going to pull out my thyme and my bay leaf. Where should I put that? About right there. Okay. I'm going to stir this. And this is the most important step. Don't burn your mouth, but you got to taste it. Because remember, the beef stock had no salt. So now we got to season it. And season it, we need to. So I am 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. This is sea salt, by the way, so I don't have to worry about sodium. I'm going to toss that in. Now, I'm going to take some fresh, coarse black pepper. 1, 2, 3. Now, keep in mind, this container is about 3/4 full. Give it a good toss. And get your tasting spoon. Not salted enough. 1, 2, 3. You gotta keep in mind, it's a lot of soup here. This container is full to about here. All right, let's give it a taste. And what I'm trying to teach you is to go slowly and taste it. So it needs more pepper. So I'm putting 3 more. And it needs more sea salt. 4 more, because it really needs it. Remember, the stock had no salt. Okay. Pepper's good. A little more salt. Maybe 2 pinches. And this is why you season to taste.
That's what the meaning is. If you don't taste your food as a chef or a cook, you're going to fail. You need to taste your food. Oh, that's good. All right, we'll be back in a second. I'm just going to let this simmer with the salt and pepper for just a couple minutes, and then we'll come back. This is just amazing. So we're going to put our bread at the bottom. Now, I got a good story for you. If you really want to go French, poach an egg, drop your bread in there, poach the egg, drop the egg on top of your bread, then put your soup on top, and about that much, about 3. Just, you want a good lip. And then you're going to take your Gruyère and be generous. Drop it on there. Like that. And then you're going to put it in the broiler. And we'll show you what that looks like. We'll be back.
There you have it. French onion soup. Look how creamy and dark that is with a proper beef stock. Plenty of Gruyère cheese in there. A little bit of dill on top of the bread. Oh my god, that's delicious. Bonsoir. Bon appetit. Hope you enjoyed this. Subscribe. Thank you to my subscribers. Like it if you like it. Comment if you do this. I love people doing this. Anyways. Bonsoir, bon appétit. Merci.